Yo, 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 what's going on with y'all? It's your boy Money Making Marlo. You know what I'm saying? I got a special guest with me here today. Who I got with me here today?
Shark, man. What's poppin' with you guys?
Big man Shark, big man Shark. How you feeling? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. One day at a time, right?
One day at a time.
One day at a time.
Okay. Before I get into anything, I'm gonna ask you what I ask everybody else. How's your week been? What's been going on?
It's been good, man. Just busy, you know. It's tough times. Everyone's going through like their own different problems, but you know, just trying to make sure mine is secured and set myself up good for the future. But it's been it's always a busy week, but like I said, just gotta take it one day at a time, you know.
Okay. So, what I'm kind of curious about is what's your background?
Okay, so I was born in Pakistan, but my family, my forefathers, they're from Afghanistan and Iran. So we're called Pashtun. So to most people, they say like Persian, but it's like technically Pashtun. That's what we're called.
Oh, so it's its own thing. It's not
its own thing. Yeah, we're like our own tribe, pretty much. Like we migrated from so my family, we speak Farsi, like we speak Pashto, and we can also speak Urdu just because I was born in Pakistan. But people kind of confuse me for a lot of different ethnicities. So I'm not technically like Pakistani, but I was born there, so that's my nationality. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Okay, because what I was thinking was way off.
What'd you think?
Lebanese.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. I get a whole bunch of different things. I get Spanish, Lebanese. Like I get a lot of different things.
Oh, okay. Do you feel like that's something like y'all should already know, or it's like maybe I do have to let people know because it's hard to tell?
Honestly, like it's hard to tell with me. Like a lot of people say a lot of different things. It's just I don't really get offended. Like if someone knows, they know. If they don't, they don't. It's not like a huge diss to me if they don't know what I am. Honestly, it's whatever.
Okay. So now, if I was to ask you, what do you do? What would you be able to tell me?
Honestly, man, that's a great question. As of right now, a lot of my focus is driven into getting my entertainment business up and going. I just recently started dealing with events and stuff like that. Something I've kind of been like doing. We used to I used to do it just for fun, just have people over, like throw parties,
Yeah.
And then it became like a hobby. I started realizing like, okay, damn, like I could actually become like profitable off this, Like if I'm having fun doing this, might as well make some change. So I realized like I was doing it like better than a lot of people, and especially like in Edmonton, like a lot of people's concern is like their safety and health, because like when you're coming to parties, you don't know what's gonna happen,
Yep.
So like that was my biggest thing, is just like providing people with a fun atmosphere to just go home safe, and just like create the vibes and yeah, that's what I've been like investing a lot of my time into. But yeah, that's what I've been doing right now.
What do you like for other people that host parties and stuff? What do you think they lack in? Like, because there is a lot of things that goes on that we kind of wish didn't go down that jams.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So what do you think others are lacking? Obviously, you don't have to drop names and stuff.
Yeah, of course. Just from like shit I've been to personally, like I think like ratio is so important, and like often it gets like neglected. But like you don't want to have a party with too many guys. Yep. You don't want to have a party with too many girls. To us, it may not seem like a big thing because it's like, oh, more girls the better, But like I'm trying to have it so like both parties are satisfied, Like girls want to make sure there's enough guys want to make sure there's enough girls. So I always have to like cater to both sides and make sure like both are satisfied. So that's like one aspect. The second aspect is so important, like good music. Like like I've been to so many like events and clubs where the vibes are good. The setup is nice, but the music just sucks. You feel me? And the DJ's doing the most,
Yeah.
Just trying to like mix it up, do the absolute most, just fucking up everything. So, like music is also huge. And then third, I'd say, man, is honestly like if it's aesthetically pleasing. Like I'm trying to like make my events a lot more art based. Like have like local art, local brands, like do pop up shops and stuff like that. So it just it looks cool,
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what I see. That's like kind of lacking in events and what this and that. But yeah, that's that's just like honestly from what I've noticed. But yeah.
Wow. So you're basically looking out for the future, like for local people also.
Yeah, for sure, 100%.
Yeah. Okay. Nah, I like that. So when it comes for you looking for locations for entertainment purposes, does it matter where in the city it is? Does it matter like what's around it, like its surrounding and stuff? like example, you wouldn't want to do something on 118. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. I'm still like fairly new to Edmonton, so I'm still learning like the different areas and like what type of demographic would probably show up to an event like one of mine. But I'm very like I don't care how many people come to my events. It's more so who comes to my events, you know? Like I try to make it so the crowd is not aggressive, you know, a very like friendly crowd, and everywhere you look, like you don't got to be worried about who's beside you, because the crowd is just gonna be good vibes. You know what I mean?
Don't you think music could be the reason some people like to wild out? Like example, let's say you're playing something cool, and then Finito comes on by Chief Keef. Yeah. Don't you think like maybe like for certain events, don't you think like some music should stay out the way? Because you know. You know how nigga, I'm a gorilla in the fucking cool. You know how dudes get.
Nah, honestly, like there's always gonna be all types of music. Like I said, I feel like it comes down to the individual. You know, like I fuck with hard music too. Like, you know, it has its time and place. You know, but like I feel like it just depends on the crowd, bro. Like if you invite like a really aggressive group of people, like that could go left. You know, but like me personally, like I listen to that type of music too. I'm still in character, you know? So it depends from individual to individual. Obviously, like, you know, that's why I got security to make sure, you know, if shit does get out of pocket, they just set it straight, there. You feel me? So, yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like it makes too much of a difference.
Okay. What do you love most about what you do?
Honestly, I'm like a numbers guy. So I like the money.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It's fun. Don't get me wrong. Like I love it. It's fun. I also like learned that, you know, like when I started doing this, like the first time, like the first event I threw, I realized like I was trying to do too much. I was trying to DJ. I was trying to watch the bar. I was trying to make sure everyone was good, and I couldn't do all of it. And I realized like, okay, I gotta like cut my roll down, you know. So I also DJ. And I love DJing. Like I love playing good music for people to just vibe out to, you know. But I realized like I couldn't DJ and watch the whole event. Yeah. So it's like I gotta find someone to like fill my shoes to make sure that aspect is like taken care of. But I like the DJing aspect more than I like actually throwing the event. But honestly, at the end of the night, when you're counting up, it feels good. You know what I mean?
So like to you, like money talks.
For sure, bro. Like don't get it twisted. Like I went to school for football, but my major was psychology, and I didn't want to go back for my master's, so I said fuck that. Like I'm not taking no loans. I'm not taking no debt. Like we live in a world where internet money is real. Yeah, it's not a joke. So internet money is growing. Like there's NFTs, crypto. Like there's so many different things you can get your hands in. All you need is money to make it happen. So you don't really gotta go to school. Like I respect all types of people. People that go to school, people that don't go to school. I don't care, bro. Do yours, get your hustle. You know, I'll never knock someone for getting education. But me personally, like it just doesn't make sense for me. You know. So I feel like the money route is just quicker this way.
So when it comes to these type of things, how does the split work? So let's say you make this amount of bread on this event. I assume you got to give this amount to the bodyguards, this amount to the DJ, this amount to the bar, this and that.
Yeah, that's all budgeted. Obviously, like there's a lot of logistics that go into it. Like you got to really like realize like, okay, like cost evaluation, who gets paid what. There's bar, there's like liquor. You know, there's a lot of things you got to like plan ahead of time. Like I threw my event within like 4 days, my first event within 4 days, and that shit should take like at least 2 weeks or maximum a week, you know. But yeah, there's a lot like that goes into it that people don't realize, because like you gotta get down to the dollar, you feel me? But I'm still getting better at it. I'm not there yet, but you know, as I keep throwing more and more, I'll just like the process will just become smoother. So yeah.
So what's the type mindset you got to keep when you're doing something like this? Because I feel like especially last minute things. Example, like how you said the 4-day thing. Yeah. Like feel like your mind's just like this all day. You don't have time to talk to nobody. You don't have time to do anything. What's all that like? Because your mind got to be racing.
For sure, nah, bro. It's a lot of pressure, you know. But if sports taught me anything, it's, you know, like like diamonds are found under pressure. You know what I mean? So like I love the pressure. Like I love it. Like I live for this shit. Like, you know, I've been in big games. I've been in so many big like situations where, you know, like a lot of the odds are placed against you, but you just gotta rise up. So, you know, I apply that in my day-to-day life as well, like in the business world and this, that, and that in my personal life. Like you just gotta, you can't fold. You can't let it get to your head, and it comes with time, but like I'm kind of like used to it, you know. So I feel like when it came down to it, and I had 4 days, I said, okay, it's crunch time. Like I don't got time to waste. I just gotta get to it.
So you work best under pressure.
Yeah, I do actually.
Okay,
I do.
okay. With what you're doing right now, you think it's possible to gain haters from it? Like people that look at you like, yo, why is this guy moving like this? Yeah. What is he doing?
Honestly, something I've like recently like really realized is no matter what you do, like people are gonna hate you. Mm-hmm. People will have something to say. People will always have something to say, whether you're a good person or a bad person. Like as much as like, you know, obviously I'm not the greatest human being. I, you know, obviously aspire to be a good human being. Like I try to like make sure I am, but like no matter what you do, bro, like there's always gonna be someone that has to say something foul about you. And at the end of the day, like you can only stay true to yourself. So it is what it is, you know. Like I feel like I've spent a lot of my time trying to like cater to everybody, make sure like everyone's happy, everyone's this and that my name doesn't go underneath the dirt. But bro, if you don't got haters, you're doing something wrong.
That's real shit. Have you ever? Cause I assume, cause me, I don't know how, but I got haters doing this shit too.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like I'm trying to show everybody love, which is crazy. But have you ever had anyone personally come up to you like, yo, maybe what you're doing right here, maybe you should do it this way? Like people try to tell you how to do your job. Because you know people always just got to give they 2 cents into whatever.
Of course, you know I don't make people feel like they're stupid if they try to tell me something. It depends on how they're trying to come to me about it. You know, like I'm not gonna completely make them feel like I've disregarded what they said. You know, but if I know in my mind like what it is, I don't gotta like, you know. I don't really gotta like come at them saying, "Oh, you're fucking stupid," or this, that, and the third. Like, I'll take in what you're saying. Don't get me wrong. I'll let you speak your piece, you know, because you can always learn something from somebody. But you know, in my head, I'll always know what it is. So that's how I protect my peace, you know.
Where are you trying to take this whole thing?
Honestly, I'm trying to like take over locally first. Home court advantage is a real thing, you know. So I'm a work to Edmonton, and then eventually take it to Calgary too. Like take it back to Calgary.
Okay.
Because honestly, I feel like the only 2 places in Alberta really for this shit is Edmonton and Calgary. To be quite honest, like, and I love diversity, you know. And I feel like Edmonton has a lot of diversity, and so does Calgary. And yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna work on Edmonton first. Try to get everyone, you know, caught up in the movement, like bought into the culture, and then eventually move on to Calgary.
Okay. So if I was to ask you to label yourself, what would you call yourself? Like with what you're doing and stuff, what do you call yourself? Because I've heard party promoter.
Yeah, I wouldn't call myself a promoter. I'd say event coordinator. Probably. That's probably the most technical way to say it.
Okay. Would you consider this a side hustle, or is this something like?
Yeah, I consider it a side hustle, bro. Honestly, like, I'm trying to make it so that I keep doing it, but I also have other streams of income coming. Like that's so important. Like people are starting to realize, like, okay, like my 9 to 5 isn't gonna cut it. You know, like you need other streams of income coming in left, right, and center. You know. And that's the world we live in. That's the reality. Like your 9 to 5 isn't gonna make you rich, you know. And I'll never like a 9 to 5 is great. I don't understand where this like new culture of fucking 9 to 5, you know. When a 9 to 5 is gonna fund your other shit, you still need your 9 to 5. Like, but at the end of the day, like, you know, like whatever your 9 to 5 is, bro, go get it and go find other ways to make money. That's it.
I feel like to add on to what you said, like people hating on 9 to 5s. I feel like it's just because we see our favorite rappers have like 30K in one pocket, 60K in the other, and we all trying to live like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But I feel like a lot of people don't realize like those guys probably had 9 to 5s too, you know? Like they didn't just wake up with 30 bands in their pocket, you know what I mean? Like they had a dream, they pursued it, and you know, they got out of the gutter, and now they're doing like big things, so they can say fucking 9 to 5 because I'm doing what I love and I'm making bands, you know. But to a regular human being, that isn't making that type of money, like, you can't really say fucking 9 to 5. Like, if you really don't like your 9 to 5, bro, you're the only person that can change that. Not your favorite rapper, not your parents, not anyone else, not your fucking no one. It's all on you. It comes down to you. So yeah.
Damn. Are you behind for the night yet?
Yeah. So it's me. It's me and a couple other my partners. It was my idea. I pretty much I thought about the name. I liked it, and that's kind of how it just sparked up. I got in touch with like a property owner, and I found a spot that I could throw my first event at, and then I just said, damn, fuck it, let's get right into it. I had this idea. This idea was on my head for like a year. So when I first got to Edmonton, I was like, damn, why don't I just do this like off the rip, you know? Because I was going to school in BC, and I was throwing house parties like crazy. Like, we were throwing out, like, we used to live in this, we call it a trap house. It wasn't actually a trap house, but we call it a trap house. It was just like 10 football dudes and this, like, I think 6-bedroom house, and we would just have crazy ragers, you know?
Yeah.
It was basically a frat house, you know what I mean? And we would just throw crazy parties. Then I was like, damn, like, if I could do that, like, I could probably do this here too, you know? So I took that idea here. It took me a while to actually like execute it, but you know, 1 year later I was like, damn, like, and I made this IG account too that I never actually like ran off with, but I made it and the idea was there. So I'm like, okay, I planted the seed. It's time to like water it. You feel me? Like, let it grow. And then my first event happened, and honestly, like, given the time and everything, like, it was a success.
Wow.
It was profitable.
You see,
success.
what I'm really noticing about like this generation, like our age people in our city, is like when we think of something, we try to find a way to actually like go towards it. You know, I'm noticing a lot of people here, like they would have a thought about doing something, and they're like, yo, instead of me thinking about it, let me get up and try to make it possible. Yeah. You know, so I like how you said that. What is it? I was checking out your IG, and I see you're also like a fashion type of dude too. what type of swag would you say you got going on,
bro?
Because I see you dressed away like I haven't really seen nobody. You know what I'm saying? What would you say like your drip is like?
Bro, honestly, fashion flexible, bro. Like I literally like I couldn't even tell you what I dress like. Like, it's literally like one day I'll be like, shit, I want to put this together. I'll go to the thrift store, put some shit together, and then I'll be like, all right, let me go out, wear this, and I'll just wear it with confidence, you know?
Damn.
So like, honest, and like I've also wanted to get into like a lot of my close family, friends. They've told me to get into modeling, you know. So that's something that's been on my head too, and I don't wanna let it like run by, because it's like this age is so sensitive and this time is so short that like there's so many things going on that you want to do, and I don't want to like pass it up. If it's there, you know. But yeah, man, fashion is sick. I like it. I would definitely love to open like a clothing brand at some point in my life. But once I gather the actual like capital for that, I can do it. But yeah, man, fashion is fun. Express yourself.
So I only got a few more questions, and then I'm gonna start wrapping this all up. Is Shark your real name?
So my name is spelled SHARIQUE. When you read it off the book, you think it's Sharik in English, but it's pronounced Shark.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So like when I was growing up, like a lot of my Caucasian teachers would read it off the book and call me Sharik, and I just like it didn't sound right because that wasn't how you said it, and then I would try to like teach them how to say it, and then they'd like read it like Sharek. So they would butcher my name completely, you feel me? So I remember it was grade 8, I started playing like football, and then someone just called me Shark, and I was like, damn,
it's stuck.
I could fuck with this, and then I ran off with it. And then I made since that like grade, I made this name, this IG name, SharkZDope. I just ran with that. Since now, that name has been a thing. Like, I haven't changed it since then.
Okay.
That's how Shark came to life.
Any plans for 2022?
Yeah, man. 22 is gonna be a big year, honestly. I want to get financially right, set myself up for the future, knock some fitness goals down, knock some, a lot of things in mind. I want to get spiritually, financially, physically, just get right. Last year was a dark year, bro. I'm honestly probably confusing year for a lot of other people as well. COVID hit, and everyone's probably going through their own shit, I'm sure, but you know, I feel like if COVID taught me anything, it was you can't feel sorry for yourself. You know,
that's real shit.
You can't feel sorry for yourself, bro. Because honestly, like, there's other people in worse predicaments who are just finding a way. You know, so like that should motivate you, given like, you know, the freaking country we live in and the opportunities we have at hand. Like, bro, like, there's a way to do everything. You just gotta dig in and dig deep, and if you find that, bro, you're gonna come out on top. So.
Sheesh. Sheesh. Okay. Well, that's all I got to ask you before I wrap this all up. Is there anything you want to ask me?
How'd you get into this?
Me? Into this? Yeah. Wow. I'm gonna make a long story short. I'm gonna try to make it short. So, there's these comedians that I watch called 85 South Show, and obviously everyone's heard of The Breakfast Club, and I just like overall what they do. With 85 South Show, besides them clowning people, roasting, they bring entrepreneurs in. They talk about what they got going on, and Breakfast Club does the same thing. And me, I'm like, yo, I'm looking kind of tired how everybody's always talking down on E-Town. Nothing to do here. There's no talent. There's no this and there's no that. So I'm like, what's the way I could show people that's talking like that we do got things going on? A podcast. Right. And you know, I can make it mobile. I can make it, I have a station at my crib, and I can also make this mobile and go anywhere. And with this is just my way of showing people out there that like, you might have never heard of E-Town. You might not even know how to spell Edmonton, but you gotta know that there's things going on here. For sure. Because I remember, I think it was last year, it was E-Town versus Toronto. There was a big Twitter beef going on. Yeah. And niggas in Toronto was like, yo, what is there to do in Edmonton? What's this? What's that? And that, it kind of just sparked something in me. Like, people are, like, I know they joking around, but there's some people that actually think E-Town's a spot you just drive through. You don't drive to. You know? So this is just my way of trying to get us out there.
That's cool. That's cool. How did you, I feel like, you know, how old are you? Sorry, I have to ask.
22.
Okay, cool. We're the same age.
Yeah.
So I feel like at 22, like, there's so many different things you want to do, and there's always like this like mental hump. You're like, fuck, like, should I get into it? Should I not? How did you get over that like mental hump?
So it started off with what I learned is, if you want to do something, don't ask people if you can, like, yo, you think I should start a podcast? Yo, you think I should start a podcast? Yeah. My biggest fear for some reason was hearing one homie say no. Everybody I was asking was all saying, yeah, do it. Yeah. And I ran into one guy like, maybe that wouldn't be for you. And I just listened to him and I stopped. And I just woke up one day. I thought about it. I said to myself, why do I care about what this guy has to say?
100%.
When everyone else just said yes, even though they said yes, I shouldn't care about what they got to say. Shit. So I just said, fuck it. I bought this expensive ass laptop, bought all my other shit. And I was just on go. And ever since then, I haven't looked back. I just been going like crazy, bro. Crazy.
That's good.
So for me, the best way to get over something like that is just, if you want to do it, just do it. Don't think twice about it. Just do it. You know? Kodak, my favorite rapper. He said something that was kind of dumb, but I got it at the same time. It was like, if you're going to be a thief, be the best thief you can be. If you're going to be an artist, be the best artist you can be. Sure. More of the story is, whatever you about to do, good or bad, be the best at it. Because when you pass away, God forbid, you can't take anything with you.
For sure.
You know, I'm like,
all you got is your legacy, you know?
Exactly.
You take that with you to the grave, and that's the only thing that's going to stay behind you.
So. And that's the type of thing, like, sometimes I feel like I'm thinking too big when I say this, but it's like, God forbid, but whenever my time comes and passes away, I want to, like, have my face drawn on a wall, you know, like one of my quotes under me. That's how I stay thinking. But it's like, how can I make that possible?
For sure.
So until then, I just keep on going, and we'll see what happens.
For sure, bro. You gotta leave your mark. That's awesome. That's good to hear, fam.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, where can people find you, just in case? You know what I'm saying?
To be honest, I don't really be like, people in my house are the only people I really be around.
Oh, okay.
Man, you catch me at nighttime.
Nighttime, say less.
Catch me at nighttime. If you see me, you know.
Okay.
But yeah, man, Edmonton's an interesting spot. I try to keep it, you know, in house. You know, I think I don't really be fucking with a lot of new people like, off the rip. I feel like a lot of good people get taken advantage of, you know, and me personally, like, my biggest problem it's like it's not something I want to change, but it's something that like I'm running into a lot of problems with. I give a lot of people the benefit of the doubt, and it always bites me in the back. Like I've always been a person that like I will not have anything bad to say. I won't have anything to say about anyone. Like period. I won't talk. Even if I do feel a weird way about them, like I want to say it out there. I want to talk about no one's business. I don't care. But then like when I expect that in return, it's always like
something funny.
It's something funny, and that's always like fucked with me like heavy, because I'm like, damn, like I expected that of you, but you couldn't reciprocate it. So it's like, all right, whatever. I stay to myself, So yeah, bro, I've just been trying to shelter myself as much as I can, stay away from the negative energy, do my shit, and stay up, bro. Yeah.
Okay. Nah, I feel that. So that's all I got to ask you. You know what I'm saying? Is there anything you want to add on, or is...
Oh man, that's it.
Okay. I want to thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Money Making Marlo.
SharkZDope.
And I'm out.